All right, here are some pumpkins I made out of 4x4 post, and I never did get around to, I just started making them and forgot about making a video on them. But I did make a video on candle holders, the rustic candle holders I normally keep here on my mantle. And then for fall, I made these pumpkins, and now I'm going to use some 4x4 post to do some Christmas decor. So let's get started. All right, I've changed my mind on what I'm going to do with my 4x4 fence post. I've cut one 5 inches, one 7 inches, and one 9. The tallest one is 9. And I've decided that I want Christmas candle holders to go up there. So I went and got me some canning lids. Of course, I have a bunch of these. And I did give it one coat of this, just any brown. And then I'll use the glue and cinnamon to make it look rusty. And of course, glue it on top of there. And I'm going to take these here, and I'm going to use this Waverly plaster. And then I'll distress them. And then what's going to make them is the decorating. You know, the front of it, what I'm going to do with it. I don't really know, but I have a bunch of stuff that I went and finally found. Took me a while. Don't mean to go too fast, but all my crafting goodies, you know, that you add to things, I've got, and I'll be using a lot of that. I have some down there. And just decorating the candlestick. So I'm going to get to painting, because you'll be able to know what I've done. I'm just going to put paint on them and scrub them down, and you know, with some sandpaper, and distress them, and use I might come back and show a little bit of how I rust the tops to make them look kind of rusty, you know, because I like a rustic decor. Live on a farm with a lot of cedar, a lot of wood, and it's what I like. So I'll be back in a little bit. I thought I'd show you how I was going to paint these instead of having to distress them, you know, with sandpaper. I'm just going to do this and leave some of the brown showing. Do one more. That way I won't have to go back with the sandpaper or anything, because my post is kind of old and browned on its own, so. And I like these kind of brushes to do this with too. Now I'll get to the top, and I'll probably just do the whole thing, because that's where the candle will be sitting. All right. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like the way that looks. And I won't have to give it a second coat or anything, or mess with sandpaper. All right, I'm going to do my other 2 posts. All right, I just put one coat of, this is a walnut by Ceram Coat, but any brown will work, and I let it dry good. Now I'll coat it with the Mod Podge. Probably didn't need that much. Just gonna throw this on there. And I should have brought me another plate. Wonder if I have one down there. I'm just going to put it on the outside. Okay, I'm going to move this. Yeah, here's one. Get my cinnamon. And just sprinkle it on there. Now, I just let it dry, and it gives it a rusty look. See if you can see that. And then when it's dry, I'll just kind of go over it maybe in places with some more Mod Podge and make it look a little darker in spots, like it's more of a heavy rust in spots. And I'll do that to each one of these rings, and then I'll attach them to the blocks, and then I'm going to start decorating my blocks. But I'm going to start pulling out stuff, things I might want to use, see what I want to do, because I don't know yet. Okay, I was just going to show you, I got these little bells here, and I'm going to put some cinnamon on those too, and I just put it on a little wooden dowel rod. Matter of fact, that little, where are my bells? As you can see, watch your thrift stores for stuff, because a lot of this stuff that I'm going to use I've gotten at a thrift store. There you can see I got the package of bells. I had to open it up, it was new, for 50 cents, and those little wooden screwers, whatever they are. You can see I've got a whole bag of different sizes, and I just pick them up as I go. That one, that was 25 cents. There's one showing for 25 cents. And a lot of that, I pulled it out of I have a stash of just wood items, and I pick a lot of it up at thrift shops, and that's the same with all the little doodaddy things that I'm going to use. Thrift shop. I've got some little pine cones over here, and I've just cut them off the stuff and stuck them in a baggie from the thrift shop. So watch, it really saves you money, and you have all this neat stuff to work with when you want something. Anyways, I'm going to let that dry, and we'll do some more, and then put the cinnamon on them. So I might want to use them, you know, to dangle with some twine or something. And I'm going to do probably 8 of them up. Alright, this is the tallest one, the 5, 7, and a 9. This is 9-inch. This is what I come up with it. And I just cut some greenery, whoops, off of this. I always keep this handy at Christmas to use. Anyways, I cut a piece off of there, and I used some of the little berries out of this package, and the pine cones out of that, and I rusted some bells, and then kind of put some a homespun material bow on it. And this stuff here, I'll tell you, keep your eye out. Like I said, if you go to a thrift store, or even, you know, Walmart or somewhere, these were all out of potpourri. Yeah, a bag of potpourri with the colored wood shavings. And I got it at a thrift store, and it wasn't smelling or anything, so I just separated all the little berries and the pine cones out of it. And I just remembered when I was putting that together where I came up with that. And of course, out of some of it, I got the bigger pine cones. And it was all out of just different. Here was some. Let me show you those. Like, here's some stuff that I've got out of a potpourri bag. anyways, they're handy when you're wanting to put something together. And that's what I done with the larger candlestick. Now, I think with the smaller one, which is the 5-inch, what I'm going to do with it is just like, I found this in my stash, little small grapevine wreath. I think I'm going to fix it up and put it on that to make it, you know, I don't want them all to be the same. Boy, I'm showing my craft room. It's bad. Because I'm a hopping from everything. I've been working on these, and I've been cut those out and sanded on those. Got to finish that. But that's what I think I'm going to do with the 5-inch tall one. Now I have the 7-inch. When I get this one done, I'll surely come up with something to put on it. Alright, that's where I'm at so far. Now I'll be back. Okay, I got the one with the little wreath that I put on it, and I put some little bells right there. I have it glued on and finished. And then the tallest one, I have the swag heading down. And then on this one, the middle size one, the 7-inch, I don't have it all glued together, so I'm going to stand up and show you what I think I'm doing. It's kind of swagged up and down with the bow in the middle. And I'm just trying to figure out how to put everything on there, what looks the best. When I get it finished, I'll be back and let you look at it. Alright, here they are finished. I'll give you a close-up. Here's the middle size. That's what I ended up doing. Come back a little bit so you can see it. And the tallest one. Now I have them ready to go out at Christmas. I have my candles somewhere. And there is the shortest one. And it was actually all done with scraps. The 4x4 was just outside. And it was just things that I've accumulated and put it together, and I think it'll look really pretty on the mantle. At least right now, I think that's where I'm going to put it. Alright guys, until the next one, we'll see you later.